Introducing our newest and most requested features. You can now allow a salesperson to set a food and beverage minimum on an event. Plus, you can now give your customers the ability to update their guest count and add, edit, or delete their food and beverage menus. Let's take a look at how to set a food and beverage minimum on an event. First, you'll need to tell the software which of your sales categories are food and beverage. Go to Settings, Financial, Sales Categories. Then click on a sales category. If this sales category should be included in the food and beverage minimum calculation, check the box to include an F&B minimum. Then click Save. Repeat this for all appropriate sales categories. Now you can go into an event. Edit the event. Then set a food and beverage minimum calculation amount. This amount can either be per person or per event. On this event, I'll choose that the minimum is $20 per person and click Save. The software will keep a running total for the salesperson of how much more food and beverage is needed to be added to the event in order to meet the minimum. For your guests, the food and beverage minimum and minimum remaining will be displayed on the proposal document. And on the event guest portal. Please note, if you allow your guests to accept and proceed via the guest portal, they will not be able to accept and proceed until they have met their food and beverage minimum. That brings us to our next big feature, giving your guests the ability to update their guest count and add, edit, or delete their food and beverage menus. On the event guest portal, your guests can now change their guest count, add menus, and edit or delete a menu, but only if you configure the software to give them that ability. In Settings, Events, Event Milestones. Select a milestone. Then select an event status. We've added optional checkboxes to show add or edit menu and show edit guest count to each status. Thus, if an event is on this status of the milestone and the checkbox is checked, your guests will have these options on the guest portal, putting you further in control of what your guests can do. You can limit which menus they can add by event type. In menu settings, you can make the menu available to be added via the guest portal and by specific event types, thus limiting kids' birthday parties from getting access to private event catering menus. We've also added minimum and maximum menu counts to menu settings, which only apply to the guest portal, as well as minimum and maximum item counts to menu item settings, which only apply to a la carte menu items on the guest portal. In addition, a salesperson can set a minimum and maximum guest count on each event, which controls the guest count that a guest can update it to on the guest portal. These new features will continue to improve your operational efficiency, saving you time and money. For more information, please reach out to your events team support.